I want to ask about the tax proposal that the administration released a few weeks ago. It proposed slashing the rate on all pass-through entities, partnerships, LLCs, S-corps to 15%. So I just want to take a look for a minute at who that benefits. 70% of all income from pass-through entities goes to the top 1% of taxpayers. That's households making more than $450,000 a year. And according to an analysis this week from the Nonpartisan Tax Policy Center, this pass-through change would put over $1 trillion in the pockets of the top 1% of households, while 95% of middle-income households would receive zero in tax benefits from it. So other than creating new tax deductions for yachts, it's hard to come up with a more targeted tax cut that goes to the rich other than this cut on the rate on pass-throughs. So Secretary Mnuchin, with working families struggling to make ends meet, why is this administration giving the ultra-wealthy this massive tax cut?
So I can assure you, and I've said this repeatedly, we are not going to allow all pass-throughs to get that rate. We are going to make sure that small and medium-sized businesses have the benefit, but we will put procedures in place, and I specifically said this, to make sure that people who should be paying higher taxes do not use pass-throughs to arbitrage the system.
If I can just understand, there are two parts to your answer that I just want to make sure I'm understanding what you're saying. Are you saying people who currently receive pass-through under your proposals may not receive pass-through in the future?
Again, the concept is that there'll be a box that you have to check that says, I'm eligible for the business tax.
Okay,
which is
and
15%, and there will be qualifications around that. So no, it is not.
Will that shrink up the number of people who receive it now? Because right now, I'm not talking about new people coming in. It's $1 trillion in tax breaks to the top 1%.
Trust me, we've run the numbers, okay? And despite the fact that lots of people have asked me these questions, we are sensitive to the deficit and everything else. And you're correct. If we let every single pass-through holder, that would be purely arbitraging the system.
I'm not changing it. Currently
that's correct. We are not going to allow every single pass-through. And specifically, people who are making lots of money will not be able to use pass-throughs. There will be criteria as to whether you're eligible for the business tax if you're a pass-through. It will not be available for everyone. And you're going to limit this to small businesses? Small and medium-sized businesses,
okay,
yes.
Limited to that. That's what I wanted to understand. Thank you very much for the indulgence, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.